Back to one of our other top stories today. Dozens of protesters are facing charges after clashing with Chicago police during a demonstration downtown this weekend.
You're just looking at video there that was released by police. WGN's Mike Lowe live outside the Cook County Criminal Courthouse, where some of those defendants went before a judge today. Mike?
Ben and Lourdes, of the 24 people who were arrested, we now know that 4 of them are facing felony charges. And today, some of them appeared before a judge here in Cook County Court. Meanwhile, Police Superintendent David Brown is praising the way the police department handled those protests.
I stood shoulder to shoulder on the ground with the men and women in blue, witnessing the verbal abuse and dodging bottles and other street debris.
Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown says he was proud of the way the Chicago police officers conducted themselves during a clash with protesters Saturday in downtown Chicago.
CPD will continue to do everything we can to protect the rights of peaceful protesters, but we cannot stand by, actually we will not stand by, when people begin breaking the law.
Protesters say tensions flared when police shoved them back and tried to contain the crowd using shields and batons. But police say agitators used umbrellas to block the officers' view, while some in the crowd changed into different clothing.
The umbrellas put our officers at a disadvantage, gives the advantage to those who want to mete out violence. But again, I would say our officers dealt with it proportionally and professionally.
24 people were arrested and 4 were charged with felonies. One of them is 26-year-old Jeremy Johnson of Chicago's Lakeview neighborhood, who appeared in bond court today and is facing 1 count of felony aggravated battery to a peace officer.
One officer was even assaulted by a man wielding a skateboard.
Prosecutors say Johnson is the man seen hitting an officer over the head with a skateboard 3 times. Officers monitoring a pod camera tracked his movements and provided a description to officers on the street. The officer who was hit was wearing a helmet and is said to be okay.
Thankfully, the officer's protective gear did its job. He was treated for non-life-threatening injuries and expected to recover.
Johnson raised $500 from supporters, but Judge John Like said, quote, based on the violent nature of this offense, he's going to need a little more than that before handing down a $20,000 D-bond, which means Johnson would need $2,000 to walk free. 24-year-old Chandrick Mann of South Suburban Burnham was charged with 2 felony counts of resisting and obstructing police officers and 1 misdemeanor count of disorderly conduct. Authorities say Mann broke through a line of police officers as he was ordered to stay back, then hit an officer in the face. They say another officer's wrist was injured during that arrest. 18-year-old Elena Chamorro was charged with aggravated battery of a deputy chief, and 24-year-old Nicole Arlette, a software engineer from the West Side, allegedly stole a body camera from a police officer.
I have been extremely impressed at how amazing these people are that work here. The men and women seem to drown out the noise and do their jobs in a most impressive way.
And while the superintendent is praising the police performance over the weekend and saying that the protests were hijacked by agitators who were simply there to make trouble and pick a fight with the police, the protesters maintain that it was the police who were the aggressors. Reporting live outside of the Cook County Criminal Court building at 26th and California, Mike Lowe, WGN News.